Oh, look at that. Good one. Love the daily. Oh, hello, hello. It's been a while. Good to see you guys. So I thought we would start out with something kind of fun. So, you know, my channel is the Soul Sister Monarch. This is the Soul Flower Oracle deck. Anyway, we using summer now. So I can get lots of good decks I have that are summery, more fun, lighten up the mood, you know. Anywho, then last couple times I was on, I told you guys that I had a surprise. Well, I got the Mystic Martian Oracle. This is so cool. I've been playing with it. And then we have the Contact Oracle. These are going to give you guys some really cool answers to some things, you know? And some of this stuff, maybe you feel like you can't talk to anybody about it, but it's going to come out in these cards. And you still might want to keep it to yourself. And it probably is a good idea. But at least you'll have some confirmation, you know? Anyway. Well, I missed you guys. Thank you for being around. Make sure you guys get your homework done. I put a lot of stuff over on the post tab for you, various different things. Whenever I'm not around. So, anyways, I've been busy. All right. So I have tons of downloads and messages and all kinds of stuff to share, and we'll get to those things. But I wanted to get back on, and I wanted to start off with some fun cards, and then whip out these new ones. And there's one download that I keep getting, and I know if it's meant to come out, the Kipper deck, it will come out. So we will also do that as well. All right. Well, glad to be back, and glad that you guys get to see me. Anyway, thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. Daylilies. Daylilies are an awesome flower. I have a bunch out front. I had a whole bunch at my old house. The foliage will stay all summer long. You can get them to rebloom. They're a perennial. So a perennial is a flower that comes back every year. Okay. It goes to sleep in the winter. Okay. An annual, you plant those. They won't live here in Utah in our climate. Okay. Our zone. They don't make it. Now, you could take an annual and make it a perennial in like California, Hawaii, lots of places, Arizona, some tropical, but those are the differences. So, anyways, think of an annual too as a short term, and a perennial would be long term. Okay, so as in like oracle cards. So, daylilies, and they come. There's these dark orange ones like this. There's some really soft kind of peach ones. There's yellow ones. Okay. The ones I have are starting to bloom right now, and they're between this yellow and this orange color. They're more kind of they're kind of yellow, but not. They're yellowy orange. But anyway, so they will, and you can get them to bloom. I mean, a couple times in the summer, but you got to amend your soil. You got to add good stuff to your soil throughout the summer. You need to fertilize them. That means feed them every like 10 days. And your blooming number is your middle number. When you're buying plant food, that's the one that you want the highest because that's where your blooms are going to come from. But if you really want to get things to, there's lots of times people go, oh, those flowers only produce once. Because you got to water them and feed them, got to take care of them. So, anywho, daylilies are all about, like I said, they they can be short lived or long lived. It just depends on how you take care of them. So, they're usually more short lived for most people. Okay. And each bloom, when it comes up and it does its whole thing, it dies down. And then another one has to come up, you know. Okay. But they're really beautiful. They really, really are. One of the reasons this person wrote this card is about centering yourself, okay? Being center stage for a short time for somebody, okay? But also learning how to live more in the present moment, okay? And to remind yourself, wherever a plant is put, they can't change it. You put them there, but the conditions around them can change, so they live better. They're more vibrant. You can, especially if you're growing herbs or veggies. Same with like your trees. If you have fruit bearing trees and stuff, how you take care of them is what you get out of them. So, daylilies encourages you to live in the moment, to loosen up and allow natural process and flow to occur in your daily happenings. And then we got dandelions over here, and we have yarrow. So dandelions can be about wishes. Dandelions can be about releasing too. All right. Yarrow can be about boundaries. Yarrow can be about protection. And the way the little yarrow flowers bloom, they're so stinking cute. They're a little tiny. They do look like this, but they're kind of closer together. But they come in all really pretty colors. And that's your umbrella over you. That's the protection. Okay, it's the umbrella shield over you. That's your protection. Um, Yarrow is one perennial that can take like harsher conditions as far as they can take more heat. They can take soil that's not necessarily that great, and someone that maybe get around to feeding them here and there. Like here in Utah, we would sell this in our section um, where people were kind of looking for more water wise plants. You can find some of these too, growing up in our mountains here in Utah. So, um, you have to be careful though, because with these boundaries here, they want you not to deplete yourself, let yourself evolve and grow, but do it at the pace that's right for you, not the pace that is right for another person. And we have dandelion, you know, make a wish, blow on it. That's that release. So let it go. Dandelions want you to listen to the messages that your body is sending you. So there's a bunch of you right now that you've taken a bunch of emotion in, and you are like, I can't cope with this. I can't deal with this. I'm just going to pretend this isn't happening. I'm going to, and in a way, you kind of think you're letting this thing go, but you're not because you're not mentally and emotionally doing it. Your body will take it on. So it's coming out in your body in some way. So I've had it happen to me. So I know exactly what this is. Everybody has at some point or time. I mean, you'd be kidding yourself if you haven't taken something in that you don't know what to do with it. You can't deal with it. It could be painful. You could feel overwhelmed. You might have too many things going on. This is something maybe you don't know what to do with. You know, it's different for everybody. It could be a multitude of things that have just piled up. But no matter what, they're telling you this is a part of your soul's journey here because it does these attachments that you're not releasing. They're just not going to serve you in this present moment, and it's creating more negativity. Think of how ugly the dandelion's foliage is. Now look on the lilies, they have really pretty. They have real pretty foliage, and when they're done flowering, if you take care of these, they're foliage. We got to dead head and pull all the gunk and the bad dead ones out, right? Um, and then like take care of them, like I said. Put a little fresh soil around the base. After they bloom, get a little rake. Holy moly! Ha! Holy moly! Ha! I got it back. Yes. Okay. Anyway, the my battery died. And then I thought, well, it won't let me resume, but it did, so we lucked out, guys. Anywho, all right. So, where was I? Okay. Oh, dandelion. I was talking to you about the foliage. Okay. Yarrow. Yarrow has their foliage is kind of like fernish, fern-like, real pretty, airy. But dandelion is ugly. It's ugly. So, some of you, maybe whatever you're holding on to is ugly. It's ugly truths. It's ugly experiences. It's just something hard and dark and ugly to deal with. But it's something you're hanging on to, and it's creating more negativity. It's causing you to feel judgmental with people, and because of this, you're struggling to restore like ease, like feeling like you're. Somebody here feels like the other shoe's gonna drop at any moment, at any time. Just waiting for it. Okay. We have periwinkle. Periwinkle's awesome. This is another perennial. Okay, it's a ground. It's considered a ground cover. Um, periwinkle. It does look like this too. This is prettier. This is pretty good. Flowers that how they depict it here. So periwinkle's about intertwining. All is well as it should be. Periwinkle is here, helping you to weave together all the lessons and experiences of the past and all the wisdom gained, so that you can move forward with understanding, compassion, and forgiveness. Growth is assured as you find the courage to examine and explore new facets of yourself. And then echinacea. So, echinacea is a perennial. And when I worked at the nursery, we kept it in the perennials with the flowers, in the sun perennials, and we also kept it in the herbs because echinacea is also an immune system booster. So you can use echinacea and make tea when you're sick and stuff, just like you can for not feeling good, like bronchitis, you like, or you feel like you're getting pneumonia, really bad cold, chest, whatever. Um, no, I just forgot the name of it. I just have it on the side of my house. I use it all the time. It'll come to me. It's a perennial. Grows like a weed. Once you get it going, you're like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? Crocus, opening up. Once you get these going in your yard, you'll never get rid of these little buggers either. Okay. Oh yeah, and they do look like that, but they will grow everywhere in your grass and in between things. So if you're gonna grow those, these come up in spring. You really want to make sure that you learn to control them. Okay. Periwinkle, the ground cover. The cool thing about this too, um, is this can grow in sun or shade. Now, of course, it's not going to bloom in complete shade unless you're fertilizing it with a really high number for blooming. Then you got to have some kind of, even if it's in direct light, but you can still get it to bloom. It's all about the fertilization too. You can add lime, a little lime to the soil as well. But anyways, growth is assured for you right now. You're going to gain some wisdom about something that's going to help you move forward. They want you to weave together past life lessons. So it's going to be. I have a card about the karma knots and about weaving the, like, a knot's like up, but making them down. So it's more protection, and it comes out like a flower. Anyways, that's kind of like the the vines all interweaving together for you. You don't need to carry these lessons on anymore. Just weave them all together. They are experiences of the past. So you're going to learn a bunch of really cool new things about you. Okay. Um, with these crocuses here too, this is about accepting that there's different possibilities to do things different ways. Because whoever I'm talking to, there's a couple of you out here stubborn. You're stubborn. You like to get your way. Okay. Remember, love is magic. So, another cool fact about crocuses that they are one of the flowers that appears in spring that will, wake their little heads up. Um, this is also a reminder that, you know, how do you judge? They want to know, how do you judge beauty? Is it skin deep? Do you look at a person and you think of them in a way? If yeah, it's great to um, have a sexual attraction to somebody that's crazy off the charts, but after some point, you want to be able to have a conversation with somebody. You want them to be a beautiful person on the inside. You want to laugh and have fun with this person, and you want this person to be able to have your back, and I mean, you want to be have some intelligent conversation. I would think every once in a while. I mean, hello. Anyway, that's going on for somebody here. They're going back and forth, going, wow, wow, I did get the stupid prize. I stepped over that gold brick for that chunky cheese gold coin. Whoops. So somebody is also with the echinacea here. This is your consciousness, okay? Um, oh, and echinacea, man, these flowers, they come in all different colors. And there's a whole another variety that's a part of this family. They're called black-eyed Susans. Um, and they're beautiful. But these come in all different pinks, reds, oranges, yellows. And this is a good, yeah, that is most of these cards show what these flowers look like pretty darn good. So, anyways, echinacea stimulates and awakens. Like if you make the tea and you drink it, it will help open up your consciousness. Um, it's all supposed to help with emotions. Like I said, boost your immune system, attachments, so you can have positive growth, self realizations. Um, Really, it's an awakening to who your true self is. Because somebody here forgot about, well, they lost their connection. Someone here lost their connection to the other side, to whatever it is, whether it's animals, it's angels, it's fairies, I just heard goblins for somebody. Okay, that's weird, but all right. Um, I guess somebody feels like they have a connection to aliens here too. I mean, there's just all kinds of things that you guys have connections to. You guys all know how I'm so connected to flowers, to dirt, to rocks, to crystals, um, animals. I mean, you name it. It has to do with the earth, water, trees. I love trees. I love shrubs. I love grass. I love everything more than I love people. People are the difficult part here. People make everything hard. Truly, people make everything hard. So, this is a good reading for somebody. This is a good reading for somebody. Okay. Hmm. Somebody's going to get recognized for something. Maybe it has to do with work. Okay. It has to sure do with whatever you've been learning. Maybe somebody's taking some classes to, upgrade their education, or maybe it's just like somebody wants to learn new things and signed up for, how you can sign up for classes um, through your county or your city. Um, you know, like maybe somebody here, somebody's a horticulturist. So maybe that's who I'm picking up on, is somebody's going to school for that. Somebody's a botanist and an herbalist. How cool is that? We got a yogi. We got spirit just said, nice. All right, sunflowers, confidence. Somebody has decided that they're not going to tolerate what people think about them anymore. This is what I'm getting. Their spirit says, no more. Whoever you are, you figured it out. You did. You figured it out. You don't care anymore. You don't care what people think about you. You're done. You know what you're here to do. It's been made very clear. You're at that place where you're like, man, I could have been so much further if I would just listened so long ago and just think where I'd be. No, don't think like that, because those extra um, South Node lessons that you repeated a couple times over, I'm a repeater. Don't even worry. I know exactly how that goes. I've had to repeat lessons. I can't tell you how many times over in my life. Very painful. Um, but finally figure it out. When I figure it out, that's it, man. And when there's people that I figure out are also um, in my life for the wrong reasons, just not healthy for me, just not good people, then I take care of that as well. I just, we're done. See you later. Block, delete. We won't be talking again. And if you reach out, you won't like it, because it's not going to go in the way you want, because I'm not going to give you the attention you want, and you're not coming back. If I'm not talking to you, we're done. We're done. There's nothing to talk about. Move on, be happy, wish you the best. So somebody has got the confidence to do this. And at first they were kind of lonely, whoever you are. And then you started realizing there's all these things that you've always put off for other people. And that you do have a vast interest of things that you like to do. And there's a lot of things that you've always been that person that kind of, I feel like you have a lot of Libra in your chart. Um, Whether you're a man or a woman, or it could be both, divine masculine, divine feminine, but no matter what, forever you put people before you. You did. And then people expected you to do it. They did. And then when you didn't do it, people would say little snide little things like, and you're like, what? I'm always doing this. I'm always the one people can depend on. No, I don't want to do this anymore. And people just weren't going for it. So you know what I'm talking about, right? You don't have low self esteem. You don't have self doubt. This is humbling these people, but at the same time, um, you're reminding them of how magnificent you truly are. And this is making them, because these are insecure people. These are people that are control freaks. These are people that like to karmically cycle with you. These are people that need you as a whipping post really bad. They need you as an excuse. They need a family, what they call, Spirit says, the family clown. They need to have somebody to sit around and talk about. So none of them that realize or see how miserable they really are. It's, you've been that person, and your kids. Um, so, anyways, you let go of this whole thing. You walked away, and this has allowed lots of compassion to flow back through your heart. Okay, yellow could be your favorite color, like in sunflowers. But this is huge for somebody because you went back and forth with this for years with people in your life. The hardest part for you was like me, was my family walking away. The scarier part is when you realize what the real intentions were for you. Then you realize you can't be around them. No matter what they tell people, no whatever it is, the narrative that, they've weaved, right? This big old web. Um, there was a plan for you to not exist. So you can't go around these people. They've set you up multiple times before. All right. Totally get where you're at. All right. Totally know how you feel. But they're going to still run around and tell people the complete opposite of what it is. I mean, who's going to run around and tell people, yeah, I'm trying to, take my daughter out, my son out, and my grandkids, by the way, too. Yeah, yeah. We got life policies all stacked up, just waiting, just waiting. Oh, yeah, we've been planning this for years. We've got the funeral plan. Everybody knows how they're going to act, who's going to cry on cue, who's going to get up and do a eulogy, the music. We're even going to make a video, get out old pictures. We'll make a nice video. We're going to make this look real good. We'll even order the food that he or she, whatever it was, their favorite drinks, food, whatever. Play their favorite music. Hell, if we need to roast them, we'll sit around and roast them. We can do this. Yeah, that was their plan. I'm not the only one. All right, one last round. And then let's get out the new cards. Woo! There's a jumper. Uh-oh. Chickweed in reverse. Oh, and that card kept coming up. Oh, you know why this is in reverse? So, chickweed, I mean, this makes it look really good. It's a weed. You'll see this sucker in your grass, in your flower beds. Okay. I mean, they make it look like a nice looking weed there. But anyways, you're intolerant. You're like, yeah, you're just not dealing with things with people anymore. You're not, but you're not throwing giant tantrums. Nasturtiums. These are one of my favorites. Nice. Okay. Um. An aster too. Elimination. Okay. So you're just done. You've had so many people gaslight you, make fun of you, harass you, stalk you, physical gang stalking, the whole spiel, following you around, taking pictures of you, making all kinds of lies and stories up that aren't true. People were even paid to lie on you. And you're coming to grips with this, okay? You go, of course, everybody goes when you find out this stuff. Hello, anybody in the right mind goes through a stage of such hurt that people you love would do this to, that you do feel angry. You feel so betrayed. You feel so unloved, and you can't understand this because you wouldn't do it to someone else. So, yeah, you did. You already went through that phase. Okay. And then you've been through the depressed phase of this. And then you've been through the phase of it's like a person dying, all the phases of grief. When you go through this kind of a thing, and you have to let your family go, it's like they died. And you have to go through all the phases of grief. Okay. That's the best way. You went through denial, you went through depression, you went through sadness, loss, fear, lack, no confidence, doubt, self doubt, didn't want to be here, mad, angry, all of it. Okay. The one thing I'm going to say, whoever I'm talking to, your stuff is real bad, like mine. It will be considered hate crimes. Not only are these people going to get gang stalking, hacking, forgery, perjury, impersonation, documents altered, people lying under oath, money laundering. You had an inheritance that was stolen. I keep seeing lots of signatures. I can see there was a lot. Your signature was forged a lot of times for a lot of things. Let me tell you. You know this though. I am not telling you anything you don't know. There's properties involved. There's assets involved. There's cryptocurrency involved. There's stocks. There's bonds. There's CDs. Oh Lord, there's a lot here. Okay. Anyway, illumination is coming. Masters. People can't stop this news coming in for you. Okay. You're gonna get clarity because you focused. Okay. It was hard for you. You had to put yourself in timeout a lot and stay away from people because you got triggered a lot for the longest time. Um, you mean days where things just like you just wake up and major things happening to you, like major things, whether losing your job, losing your car breaking down, um, kids getting hurt, people getting sick, car accidents, flat tires, food poisoning, deaths. I could go on and on. Evictions, finding out people writing, I mean, using your social, using your driver's license, using your birth certificate, right? It's one of the worst moments when you find out your identity has been stolen, and then your kids as well. You're like, oh my God, besides mine, my kids too? Really? Horrible. And that's what these people want. They want you, and then let's see, they, oh, they use some energy with them, right? Then they send people in to date you, try to take you out. That doesn't work. Well, let's get them in a compromising position, doing something that we can blow up and make them look so horrible as a mother or a father, a sister, a brother, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, whatever, whoever it is they're targeting, whoever you are. Um, they need this to look real bad. Then people will stay away from you. People won't dare talk to you. It's going to be so bad that they won't even come up and ask you about it. But deep down inside, these people know. When they first hear it, like, what? But then they keep showing more evidence that they've created, right? They've concocted up, absolutely. And then when, they got lots of people in their pockets willing to help make all this work, lawyers that are crooked, courthouse officials, political officials, um, private investigators, you got DEA agents, CIA, NSA, and you got FBI, Feds, Homeland Security. I mean, I go on and on. People's connections, the secret societies, religious cults, covens, you know, you've got church group, I mean, crazy church groups, crazy spiritual groups, I mean, just people that are off the charts crazy that are willing to take these jobs. But you're very special. So this is why this is happening to you. The nasturtium here is about your vitality. This so asters, they are come in different colors and different colors as well. They're about self-expression, okay? And it's about you creating your own ideas and translating these inspirations that you have, these really cool ideas, manifesting them and translating them into physical form. So cool. You're illuminating your own way. You're going to get communication here soon. That's kind of something to do with all of this. But more so, whatever this communication is, it's going to release you from something, and it's also going to give you a new beginning to something. You're going to get two things at the same time because you've earned this. So vitality, spicy, sensual nasturtiums encourages your spiritual and thinking self to come into balance with earthy physical reality. Okay. These come in all kinds of colors, and some of them you have multiple different colored flowers on there. Yeah, they grow long and viney, and you can eat these flowers too. Lots of restaurants will buy these for high dining. Restaurants will use them in their desserts. Okay, so you are going to be more motivated than you've been in a while. You've been oppressed. You've been procrastinating. You've been sleeping a lot. Who I'm talking to. That's okay. You need to. I put myself in timeout when I want, and I go do what I want, and I restore my energy. I rebalance myself. You know, I ground myself. That's where I get downloads. That's where I get answers. That's where I heal myself. That's where I release things. It's just you have to take care of yourself too. And whoever I'm talking to, I said in the beginning, you are a giant sacrificer, masculine, feminine, both of you. You're giant sacrificers. And you are actually coming into a place where you can give back a little to yourself. And it's okay. It's a weird feeling when you start to do it, especially if you were groomed as a child in a manner of believing that your purpose was you're supposed to sacrifice whoever, whatever your parent's parenting skill was like. Okay, could have been that you were supposed to sacrifice for your parents. I don't know. There was some kind, besides you having to sacrifice for your kids, there was something else. Could have been your husband making you feel like you had to sacrifice more than he did. It could be you may have felt you had to sacrifice more from one of your siblings. You know what I mean? I don't know. But there's more to it than just you sacrificing a lot for your kids. But you don't have to do that right now. You can balance things out more for yourself. You've already started. They want you to come out of hermit mode though. Okay. Um, there was a shift this morning for a lot of people, not everybody, but there was a shift for a lot of people that have been really working hard on themselves. Okay. You figure out it's like an ebb and flow when you know to go inward and, like I said, give yourself some self care. And then and whatever that is for you, it's nobody's business. It's whatever you need. Put yourself in time out and do whatever it is you got to do, as long as you're not hurting anyone. It's different for everybody what they connect with. Some people don't connect to nature. Some people are real indoorsy people. They'd rather go crawl up in a corner and read books, do puzzles, watch movies, and if that's your thing, and that's how you put yourself in timeout to figure things out, then that's, what you do. Some people have to get out and about and they have to get moving and get that lactic acid, broken up in their bodies. And that would be sports. And some people get a great charge from that, and they can find themselves. When I go skiing, oh my gosh, I can figure things out, just like camping, or even sitting around a campfire. A campfire is purifying. You sit around a campfire, turn on some good music, or somebody's got harmonica and a good guitar, right? You sit around, and that's some of the best times. We can solve a lot of problems there. All right. Well, let's move on. All right, let's get out the old Martians. See what they have to say. Well, this is just about your cosmic energy. I ordered these just to see the messages that would come through for you guys. Give you a whole nother perspective. And some of you have connections to things that you have no idea about. And once you figure out your journey, or you're interested in past life regression, or past life healing, not repeating those past life lessons, or karmic lessons from the past. A lot of those can have to do with ancestral ties, curses that were put upon your family, that go down your lineage line, helping you figure those kinds of things out as well. Okay, it just tells you more to get it. Somebody is doing some emotional blackmail on somebody. Okay, I don't know where again. This came up just a while ago. Porsche Cayenne. Okay, somebody's bipolar. Someone's name is Jolene. Someone's name is Darren. Someone's name is Jeffries. Someone lives in North Carolina. Someone's doing life insurance fraud. Somebody, did I already say somebody's emotionally blackmailing somebody? All right, they're telling me that again. Yeah. Time to hold yourselves in high honor. The Council of Light says, hold yourselves in high honor. Okay? Somebody is using charity. Somebody has, so for some of you, there's all these crazy ways that they're using you guys' inheritance money to funnel it, to launder it. Somebody's doing it through properties, okay? Somebody is doing it through properties, laundering a lot of money through properties. I know I told you guys in one of the last readings, the reason why a bunch of you can call Wells Fargo, but they have your money in private banking. So, and you call private banking, if you don't have authorization, they're not going to talk to you. So that's an example. I'm going to get some blank cards in the next while, and I'm going to start writing down the private banks for you guys, and mixing in with our cards, okay? But that is going on. Yeah, it's going on. The thing is they're caught, and I don't understand this. They're caught. They're caught. Okay. Somebody's from Delaware and someone's from Colorado too. Sorry, they're interrupting me. This is the weirdest thing to me, to commit crimes that harm and hurt another person and literally destroy them and their family. And then you get caught, or the person decides they're going to expose you because you ruined their life, literally. You have stole their identity. Like, when you steal our identities, we don't have any other choice, you idiots, but to defend ourselves and to do what we need to do. I mean, come on. Get off the stupid train. And plus, you guys are out here committing crimes. Several of us. We've had hitmen, hit women, multiple times. Nobody's done a damn thing because the cops are being paid off, or a judge is being paid off, or this person's being paid off, or that person's being bribed, right? But we've lived through it. We're fine. We have good attitudes about it. But you're mad at us because we're talking about it. Well, we're mad that we don't get to live our lives the way that we would like to. And you stole from us to top it off. And most of you that stole from many of us, you don't know us, and you didn't know the person that had to work their ass off their whole life to make that money. But some reason you feel you're entitled to it. Make that make sense, right? You want to talk about wackadoo? I was just talking to somebody about this the other night. Going, they're all caught. They are. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And I said it. I predicted it. I will continue to. I don't care what these people think. They're idiots. You tell me how stupid you are when you people did what you did from the get go of this whole deal. So, and then you continue on. Most of you have a pretty good feeling that you're caught, but you're obsessed and you're addicted to harassing and stalking and trying to destroy another person's life. You people get off on this because you're sick in the head. You need help. You need to look up psychopaths because this is psychopath behavior. And you people think gang stalking is not. Hmm? How many profiles did you make up today? How many fake profiles did you make? Following someone around or leaving your shitty comments on their page. They've never even done anything to you. Why do you even care? Why would you follow someone you don't like? I don't follow people in their channels if I don't believe in them and what they have to say. I have to believe, like, I just don't. I don't give them a thumbs down. I don't leave a shitty comment because there's that might be right for them, and they have a group of people that think that's right for them. How dare you, who doesn't have a platform, who doesn't stick their neck out there for other people, that isn't trying to help other people, go around judging and putting your little finger out there at other people that do. I'm just trying to figure this out. You're the very people that had no problems lying in court on or under oath about other people, giving false statements, right? Because you got something out of it. But that person that you did it to, you continue to trash them, treat them like shit, make fun of them. Put your little noses in the air, right? Got your little Gucci bag, right? Not with your money. You didn't earn it. Someone gave it to you so that you would do something that you knew was wrong. But you didn't have a problem doing it because there's a little part of you deep down inside that's envious and jealous of that person that was the target. And this was your way of getting them back without them knowing it because you were told they'd never find out. Well, I got news for you people. It's all coming out, all of it. And some of you don't know that it is already out. But keep digging the holes. I keep telling you guys, your crimes don't stop because you try to frame another person. Or say you did get to set someone up, you're still going to pay for your crimes. And you're even going to look like a bigger idiot than you already are because you tried to set someone up again. And they're already going to see the trail that you've done it how many times and for what reason. And you know how dumb you're going to look when you don't even know the person. That is when you're going to look real dumb, isn't it? Wait till you explain that to a lawyer that can't be bribed. and that doesn't have their head up their ass and actually takes their job serious and has honor to the oath they took. Wait till you get in front of a judge like that, right? Because it will happen, and it's coming. Sick of you people hurting innocent people. Real sick of it. And the tide has turned. All right, we got the Galactic Federation here for some water signs. Okay. Let's see some. Divine Femme. Okay. Divine Masculine. Water signs. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. All right. Let's see something. Okay. All right. Anyways. There is a water sign feminine here. You were suicidal. I don't know if necessarily you tried to drown yourself in like a swimming pool, but there's something with a swimming pool. A swimming pool. I don't know. Maybe you have one at your house, maybe you have to do, a gathering at swimming pool, party, something. Whoever you are, you're a very kind, compassionate person. Okay. You might be 40 years old, you might be 31, you might be 22. You could have a 8-year-old, somebody could have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 12-year-old, or a 13-year-old. Somebody could be 34 too. But right now, you're going through a transformation. But you have the support here of the Galactic Federation. All right. There's been a collab meeting going on. Okay. They have their own community. Yes, they do. And they've seen what you've been going through. Okay. So this is called the golden ratio. It's in reverse. This is about synchronicities, signs. Um, this is patterns. This is like you driving down the street, right? You see someone's name that you've been thinking of, or you've been contemplating something about a specific person, and somehow you see their name either on a billboard, a license plate. You see their name somewhere, on a sign, or you see the person, somebody that you're in love with. You want to talk to them, but for whatever reason, you guys can't be together. You see their age, it comes up all over numbers everywhere, or you have a favorite number, you keep seeing that number come up. um, could be passed on loved one's birthday, all kinds of things. Okay. But somebody's been doing spell work on you too. Yeah, beauty spells. Somebody's been trying to make you want to stay held up in the house, isolated, not getting outside. Okay. Um, there's something about when you're out in nature, the different animals that you see, you will see them repetitively, certain ones, then look them up, because there's a meaning. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. But you're a water sign. You're a water sign. Somebody likes pink, like hot pink. Okay. Yeah. Fuchsia, hot pink. And someone likes pink, from Victoria's Secret. Yeah. Blue Avians, okay? This is about philosophy, releasing karma, mysticism. Okay? This is a group that's protecting you. Okay. The blue avians. Yes, you're a star seed. Okay. Is a star seed. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Third eye is open wide. You're having, somebody's going to be having visions. Okay. And you're going to start manifesting on a whole different rate. Okay. This is you opening up to a past life person as well. Different species. And I'll read you a little bit more about the blue almonds as well. Yeah, vegans. Okay. This is about solitude, independence, peace. Okay. Someone has the Arcturians watching over them. Yep. Somebody needs to go look up the Arcturians. Ooh, somebody's in their shadow self. Kabbalah, tree of life. There could be some of you that are studying this, or you might want to think about studying it. Absolutely. Arcturians. There they are, baby. Yeah. Someone needs to definitely go learn about the Arcturians. Okay. Shadow self. Somebody's definitely working on their self. Okay. Now remember, your shadow self is about a lot of denial. Okay? It's what you don't want to deal with. It's what you don't want to heal, what you don't want to work out with yourself. It's like, I want to be alone. That hurts. I don't like to feel guilt or shame or blame. No, I don't want to do that. I'd rather project that energy onto everyone else. Somebody can't do this anymore. Okay? Um, somebody has a direct connection to the mantis beings and the tall whites. All right, let's read about these guys. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about the. First, we're going to talk about the blue avians. Okay. Okay. They are mammal. They're a mammalian. Sorry, like a mammal, a mammalian. Okay. Humanoid ET with bird-like features. Okay. They're part of that bird species that's been here on Earth for a long time ago. Someone might have a 7-year-old. Someone might be 20, 23, 37, 38. Okay. Did I say someone might have a 7-year-old too? Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So their origins are unclear. Okay. Encounter reports claim they are now from another multiverse, which originated from our local star clusters like the blue avians, have some resemblance to the shoot off of the Lyran genetic lineage known as bird people. So, some of you go look up the Lyrans, but they have a genetic lineage line known as the bird people. Okay? So they're like a shoot off. They're like another variety. Okay? They're another variety of their lineage line. The blue avians are 6th to 9th destiny, dimensional tall with slender body frames. They are covered in soft bluish to indigo feathers. They have a cool, calm, and diplomatic nature with a profound and intelligent understanding of ontological, philosophical, and metaphysical phenomena. They are well versed on the law of one material, Egyptian sunbird god. Ra, sun god Ra, okay? Using Severic orbs, teleportation technology. They're very known for, all right? So in this, the blue avian ETs have been referenced in many ancient mythological documentation, including Mayan, Egyptian, Hindu, Babylonian literature, and artifacts. The blue avian archetype coincides with what history labels angels and are known as the ancient builder race and the architects of this quadrant of the universe. And I have a couple decks. They're about the archetypes, okay? But there is the ancient builder race in one, I know, and I'm pretty sure they have the architects in that one too. But anyways, you can read about these, okay? Just like root races. Root races are very interesting. Okay, the blue avian's mission is largely to protect all of life and assist in the development of human ascension. So, this is about your inner work. You might wanting to learn more about philosophy, a stoic knowledge, okay? Releasing karma, self-discovery. Um, somebody here is a scholar, okay? Somebody loves to study. Somebody loves to go to school. There's somebody here that you have. There's we have a scientist that always gets on. There's also somebody out here that has multiple master's degrees in different things. Okay, somebody's been going to school forever. Very intelligent, very well studied. Mysticism has to do with these people, ascension, divine masculine energy they carry. Okay, science. What I just say, we have a scientist. Yes, we do. We have a naughty scientist. Okay, he needs to get up, get flying right. Yep, stand tall, stand straight, fly right. This has to do this race. They love education. Okay, they're diplomatic people. So, anyways, the blue avian. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let's look up the vegans. What they mean. And somebody could, a couple of you out here could be actual vegans. All right. So, the vegan beings, they reside on the planet Vega, also called Alpha Lyra, the brighter star of northern Lyra constellation. Vega may have its own solar system. Vegan beings are ancestral refugees from the ancient Lyra Draco wars. They peacefully do not participate in any galactic politics or wars and take a neutral stance to the complex dramas. They are culturally around 250 years ahead of the Pleiadians and stand 6 to 7 feet tall. Vegan beings are highly self sufficient and a very autonomous civilization. They are spiritually guided by the Andromeda Council. The vegan beings are natural healers and care deeply towards nature and the natural environment. While vegan beings did initially participate in the original seeding projects, they culturally prefer to stay neutral and private. They choose mostly to be in solitude on their home planet. Vegans are independent and tolerant of feeling restricted to their sovereign self agency. Okay. As their name suggests, they are vegans and only eat organic raw plant life. They consider the consumption of dead animals to be a foul crime against nature. Most vegan beings are humanoid, though some hybrid vegan beings have genetic characteristics of nearby ETs. Okay. So when you're in this energy here of um, these people like to retreat. They have no problems putting themselves in timeout. Okay, neutral. Okay, these people love solitude, peace, privacy. They're very resourceful, apologetical. Family comes first. However, they're very independent people because they live very differently from a lot of the other, you know, species out here. Sovereign, self-directed, and they love their solitude. So, anyways, somebody could have I mean, this could give you guys some answers to some past life stuff, okay? And this can be these people, living in these other places that you have a connection to still. Okay? It could be energy that you can feel pulling on you. It could be energy you feel protecting you. Energy you like you learn about this stuff and it makes you feel like you have a connection to something bigger than you because you know you're here to do something bigger. If that makes sense. Okay. All right. The tall whites. The man. I mean, oh, we're gonna go to the tall whites first because this is close by. So the tall whites. Okay, it is unclear exactly where the tall whites originated from. Some suggest they may be a Palladian, Electra, or Lyran lineage branch off. Tall whites stand 6 to 7 feet tall and are humanoid in appearance. Their thin, chalky, pale white skin makes them look almost albino. Their eyes are proportionally double the size of humans and are blue in color when young, before changing to indigo and pinkish with age. They love platinum white hair and are lanky and slender. They can reach the age of up to 900 Earth years and are vegetarians. Like most ETs, they do not age like Earthlings do. The tall whites are very family oriented and often bring young ones with them on short trips. They are known to be fiercely protective of their own offspring. They are they are not emotionally demonstrative at it at all. Sorry. In fact, they can appear totally emotionless. However, they are easily provoked and will swiftly retaliate with no warning at all if you try to come for one of their own. It is advised to never underestimate their abilities and speed if they are startled and they are in the presence of humans. Always let them know your whereabouts if you value your life. Overall, the tall whites do not trust the human species. Remember that. Tall whites are, however, amazed by humans and their close connection to pets and the animal kingdom. Their mannerisms are very focused, thorough, and deliberate. They do not multitask and they are not into small talk. The males hardly speak, though the females may make an effort and speak a little. They prefer a dry climate, and it is said some are based on a treaty basis in a mountain on Earth in exchange for giving some gravity and levitation generated technology and information, though they will not give light speed travel technology to humans. They are excellent warriors and have highly sophisticated technologies. So remember, with these individuals, there comes uncertainty, aloofness. These individuals, if they're in your energy, you can feel like you can't move forward. Something's on hold. Things are being paused. Okay, sensitive. Um, these people also represent being agile, exercise, but distrust, guarded, cynical, caution, um, skeptical, wary. So that's for someone out there. Okay, maybe someone had an experience. I don't know with one of these. I don't know. Maybe somebody's been dreaming about, these. I mean, they can communicate with you guys however they choose to if they choose to. Don't forget that. Okay. Mantis beans. Well, some consider the mantis beans to be one of the most mysterious. It is said they originated from the Virgo constellation in the Sombrero galaxy. Sombrero. That's so weird. Sounds like a Mexican galaxy. Or Spanish galaxy. Okay. Some 29 million light years from Earth, certain factions also reside in the Draco constellation. Mantis beings are bipedal. Bipedal. I've never even heard that word. Bipedal. Standing up to 10 feet tall with additional joints on their long, spindly limbs. They have an skeleton body that ranges in colors from greens to browns to black. Their neck, arms, and hands have additional joints, and they are intersectoid in appearance, similar to Earth's praying mantis. They have sometimes been associated with abductions and contact D phenomena, and reports claim they have an oily covering substance on their body for reasons that it's highly speculative. Okay, ancient Egyptian, Aboriginal, and African mythologies make references to these beings. They are somehow they somehow had something to do with protection with the Egyptians. Okay, so I don't know. Um, Reports say the mantis beings culture reveres the matriarchal social structure and that they honor subtle feminine receptive frequencies to maintain a heightened tuned in awareness. They are masters of sound and color vibrations, both in healing presence and in maintaining an altered state of higher consciousness. The, these essential practices are also carried through the mantis beings' culture ceremonies to maintain a highly evolved civilization. They are telepathic and, like the blue avians, have a highly sophisticated, sentient, spherical orb force field and technology for interdimensional time travel. Some days they are the silent overlords that monitor and observe the cosmic species and spiritual progress. Okay, someone's got a connection to these dudes. Anyways, we have enigma, elusive, sensitive, altered states of consciousness. Don't forget that one. These guys like ceremonies. They like to celebrate. They like to party. They have a huge vibration. They like to dance because they love music. They love color. Okay, they're open-minded, um, elusive. They're sensitive beings. So, they're overseers. You got to watch for their movement as well, like the talls. Okay, they're observers, and you don't piss off the matriarch of their group. Okay, she's the manager. That's funny. Okay, so there's a little taste of this deck. Cool, huh? Cool. So, bunch of you that you're on your way. You're in your, you're on your journey. You're figuring things out. There you have it. Okay, there you have it. There's some stuff to go look into for some of you. Might give you some answers. All right, let's get out the contactee deck. See what we got going on here. How much time we've been on. Woo! Wow, that one was powerful. Did you see that? I want those ones to come out too. I mean, those shot right out. Oh, ooh, we got Octurians. I swear there was another one that came out. Octurians, and an implant. Oh, someone's got an implant. Okay, hold on. I swear there was another card. This is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, I guess there's not. All right. Yeah, someone's got an implant. So I know there's a couple of you out here that have been wondering that though. So here's your confirmation, okay? Akashic records are open to somebody, okay? We got the Octurians in reverse. We got Quetzalcoatl civilization and the pyramids. I'll show these cards, each one of them, to you as we go along and we get into them a little bit. I'm telling you what, these two specifically, these go together. These shot out of the deck. They just shot right out. So we got to see what's going on and why the Octurians are in reverse too. Okay, that's twice. So the other deck Octurians came up too. So we definitely have some Octurians. Cards are so much fun. I love these cards. So glad I got these. And then we have screen memories. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, wow. Somebody was abducted. And somebody needs to quit astral traveling. I don't know why people really don't understand this astral traveling business. They learn how by some group that they join or organization that teaches them, and they don't teach them to do it in a manner that would be respectful to another individual. You use it in the wrong way, and then you don't teach the person how to protect themselves when they do it either. And that's what's happened here. Someone's stuck. Got the grays. Missing time. Somebody's definitely been abducted before. Yeah. Somebody thought it was the Octurians and it wasn't. It was the grays. Yeah. That's what missing time. Ooh, you got examination room in reverse. You know this. Someone knows this. Somebody has been. This means I'm channeling this, and also somebody else knows how to channel, and it's been coming through, and they don't want to believe it. But yeah. There's the examination room. Okay. You know, screen memories. This is like, oh my God, it did happen to me. Okay, so that is abducted. And like I said, there's somebody here that's it's like a government or military energy that wants you to be like this. Okay. They also want to change your memories. Okay. You've had two things happen to you. Oh, you poor thing. You were abducted and you have an implant. The implant could be there. Okay. Could be in your left ear. Could be in your arm, and you'll see it in your veins. Like your vein, it'll look like you'll get a little knot in your vein every once in a while. Be in your temple. Can be in either one of your right or left legs. They do have implants that are put in the woman's womb. Okay. Got the pyramids. Akashic records are open for somebody. We have this other empire read about. And whoever you are, you know how to channel. I don't feel like you're scared anymore. I think you're past that now. This has been a lot to take in. Okay. Let's read about your implant first, shall we? Let's read about your implant first. Well, never mind. Let's talk about the Questical Empire, because that opened up to that card right off the bat. Okay, so this is for somebody. Look at, I'm going to put this up here. Somebody really needs to look into this lineage, okay? Because this is about you. Close, when you open this up, you will close out a past cycle that's karmic for your whole lineage line, your ancestors, your current family, and everyone involved. Okay? This is for someone out here. Okay? Um, the Quizzical, they were the feathered serpents. Okay? Powerful symbol of divine wisdom. Okay? The feathered serpents. Okay? Transformation, cosmic connection, ancient Mesoamerican culture, revered Quetzalcoatl as a bringer of knowledge, believed to have descended from the stars to share sacred teachings with humanity. The legend speaks of a god who could traverse the earths and heavens, bridging the gap between the physical and the spiritual realms. So it's time for you to tap into that ancient wisdom. Okay? Well, the presence of ETs may have been more apparent in ancient times as they helped our species advance. Their continuing presence signifies that they are still here to help. Embrace the mysteries of the ancient world and the teachings of the old gods as they are ETs. You look up to them now. Be open to receiving knowledge from the unexpected sources. The truth is not always found in the tangible or the seen. Sometimes it resides in the whispers of the wind or the patterns in the stars. Trust that you are being guided by forces beyond this world and allow yourself to be a vessel for their wisdom. What can you learn from ancient tales and proverbs? And what hidden wisdom do you carry with you from your own ancestry? So think about it in that way, if that makes any sense. You know, your Akashic records are open. Okay. This is the great library in the sky. Okay. So I always laugh at all these idiots that think that they can actually get into people's Akashic records and do anything with it. So what, you all have had personal appointments with Metatron? Hmm? That you can just steal people's stuff spiritually? I told you people, it's a scam out here. And there's tons of people out here that will sell you that they can take, you can swap, destiny swap people's destinies. Somebody can look at somebody's birth chart and not like what they have in their 10th house, their 4th house, their 11th house. Go, well, I want what that person has over there, so I'm going to hire this imbecilic practitioner to steal it for me. You have to go through the experiences that person did. It doesn't happen like this, people. And there's a bunch of you right now that have insisted that it does. So guess what? Since you've insisted, Spirit, God, the higher power, Metatron says, well, let's let you live in their south node like they had to. So let's start there since you want to be them so bad. Okay? That's happening to a bunch of people. But anyway, the Akashic records are available to all who seek their own personal universal knowledge. It may be your time to tap into that knowledge so you can explore your own lineage, unveil the mysteries of the universe for you, and pass that knowledge down on to others. All events, thoughts, and words, past, present, and future, are contained within this library to help you learn and heal through past and present challenges and answer questions about the future. Can you use this library to start or continue your healing journey? That's what it's meant for. And all you karmics, remember, your Akashic records are in here too. Everything you do, you feel, you say, you think, it's being recorded. So what makes you think you're going to get away with stealing someone else's Akashic records? Oh, you people are so dumb. But anyways, you can also tap into to see your past lives and your galactic lineage. This will not only strengthen your belief in these extraterrestrial beings, but it will strengthen your feeling of purpose and belief in yourself. Make sure you enter this great library with questions for the highest good. Seek out your Akashic guide and allow them to lead you towards the knowledge you most need right now. All right. Oh, we got the pyramids too. Yep, yep. All right. Heal the past to move forward. Okay, heal the past to move forward. Okay, whether ETs built the pyramids, helped build them through sharing of technology, or, you know, I know the Giants helped. I know that's just a given. But anyways, they are. It's an incredible feat. The fact that the pyramids around the world align with our cosmic sandbox is outstanding and tells us that our fascination with the stars has been eternal. Not only are they an incredible feat that we have yet to figure out, but many of them contain carvings or etchings of cosmic beings and forces we cannot explain. Art and story have always been linked, and these great structures are filled with both yet to be discovered. So remember, when this card shows up, they're asking you to travel back in time to discover your connection with any cosmic beings. While looking to the future may seem like the obvious way forward, we cannot ascend until we learn from our past mistakes. What are these ancient structures trying to show us? What are your past mistakes leading you to learn? Your past is just as important as human evolution. Your evolution is paving your way for spiritual growth. Growth. Sorry. Okay. Octurians. Okay. Well, it's in reverse. It's in reverse. So somebody isn't feeling empowered or in their purpose, and when this is reversed, because these are very authentic creatures, okay? Very authentic, beautiful creatures, okay? Very empowering individuals. They know their purpose. These are this is one of the few species that's very expressive as well, okay? So we have somebody out here being very fake and very phony. Mm. So we have somebody that has suffered an abduction. It wasn't that long ago. Somebody that won't quit messing around with astral traveling. They got entities and gunk and all kinds of crap on attached to them. Bad stuff. Okay. We have somebody that has lied and said that they were abducted. This person's lying to like a counselor, trying to get the counselor off track. Oh, somebody did some real dirty stuff here, man. Hmm. And they have been going to counseling to lighten their load, to make their whatever they're going to be charged with, you know, not get a lesser count. So they've been working, whoever this counselor, this person is that they go to talk to, psychologist, counselor, psychiatrist, but they've been trying to convince this person, yeah, that they were abducted by Turians. Uh-huh. And they never were. That's funny. Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Anyways, these are highly advanced beings. They come from the Arcturus star system. They're known for their strong will, clear focus, and creative intelligence. They are seen as goal oriented and driven, with deep understanding of the power of communication and self expression. Their influence is said to activate the throat chakra, enabling powerful, authentic expression and purposeful action. Okay? The Octurian's message is very clear: embrace, determination, clear communication, and creative empowerment. You're being called to set meaningful goals and align your intentions with your actions. Pursue your goals with unwavering focus and express your inner self to those around you. Your ascension requires honesty and authenticity in all that you do and all that you believe. Step into this authenticity to embrace the path you're traveling. I mean, these people, I call them people because these ones remind me of people more than any of them. I guess the Evans do too, but I just keep hearing they're delightful human. They're delightful. I don't know where human being came from, but anyways, um, they're like delightful human beings. But somebody, yeah. Somebody's made up a big lie here. This is crazy. This is some kind of show that somebody's putting on for like a pre-murder charge or something. It's like something big. Like who somebody did something here that they can go away for a long, long time. And they are pulling this card right now, the abduction card. Yeah, that's hilarious. But they weren't. No, they weren't. Whoever the counselor, the psychologist, or the psychiatrist is knows. They know. They're just sitting there going, uh huh. You don't say. Okay. In the end, this person may very well end up being put in a straitjacket for this story. Oh, this is crazy. This person's crazy. All right. Let's keep going. All right. We already did Akashic Records. Oops. What am I missing? Oh, what? Unique implant. Want to read more about that to you. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means. Okay, so intrusive influences and hidden messages. Implants are small, often metallic or I can't say it. Technological objects alleged placed within individuals by extraterrestrial beings. These implants are thought to serve various purposes, such as monitoring, influencing, or gathering information about human subjects. They are a subject of intrigue and controversy, representing the more invasive aspects of extraterrestrial encounters. Um, when this card appears in your reading, it signifies an exploration of the more subtle and hidden influences in your life. You, your, it's inviting you to examine the ways in which external forces may be affecting you. Have you received an implant? Do you know if you have one? Has there been changes throughout your body? Do you feel that you had an experience or contact with some other being? Maybe you don't have an implant, but you're being given hidden messages awaiting your insightful reviews. The ETs are trying to tell you something, but it's up to you to uncover and decode it. Make sure you remove external influences that are obstructing your view of these messages. Cleanse your spirit and renew your psychic energy. So, when this card comes up too, it also can reference an investigation going on around you, hidden influences, people trying to affect your life, cause illusions around you. Um, it can be something obstructive. People definitely don't want you to reclaim your personal power or have clarity over a situation. Okay, so there's that. Examination room, this is under the microscope. If somebody doesn't feel protected, they don't feel strong, they don't feel shielded, something evil is going to come of this. Yeah, this person totally lied. She came up with a story about the testing, the poking, the prodding, feeling vulnerable, exposed. Um, she put a giant good story out here about this to whoever she's been talking to. This is hilarious. Missing time. We saw that one too, remember? That's unexplained gaps in someone's memory. Okay? Screen memories, false memories, deception. False memories, deception. These can be implanted memories that are meant to cover up the true experience of an abduction or an encounter. Often times this is done for your own benefit to keep you from feeling traumatized or victimized. This card can also symbolize deception, hidden truths, and the challenges of discerning reality from illusion. These ETs are asking you to question your own memories and what may be hidden beneath the surface. Now may be the time for your own shadow work. Find the hidden truths that lie within you. For someone here, they're using this to create. So this, like, we have two things here. Somebody has been abducted, and we have somebody here that's lying. Okay, so the person that's lying, these memories and deceptive moments of the past, are going to lead down a bad road. Okay, because this isn't going to keep you. You're not going to ascend to a higher frequency going this route. You're not going to integrate into whatever it is you're trying to do. Well, to keep yourself out of trouble. And you're not going to move into your higher self. There's no forward motion here. It's all, I mean, she's caught too. Okay? She's caught. Okay? It's been illuminated. She's acting like she's got secrets locked inside of her mind and that she's the only one that can get them out. It's kind of like I can hear people talking to each other. And it's like her wanting to breadcrumb her own lawyers and doctors or whoever these other people are that she's talking to. I feel like they're court appointed. But they're not buying it. Any of these experiences. They're like, oh my God, do we have to listen to this shit anymore? And they're not buying this. They're not buying this. So they're going to shatter these illusions to her down the road. They're just letting her dig this giant, enormous hole. Okay? So that's what that's about. And then for someone else, um, you're having a hard time accepting these memories you're having. They're like flashbacks for you. Whoever that this has really happened to, you're feeling you're having going through flashbacks that are kind of troublesome. You're not, yeah. Okay, two more cards, then we're done. Let's see. I'm just learning these. So channeling. They want you to tune in so you can receive the guidance. You know how to channel. Okay? This is for the person that was. You. Okay? Your Akashic records are open to you. You are connected to the pyramids. Okay? This is like its own story by itself. The serpent feathers. Other than whoever this person is, your Akashic records are open as well. And the pyramids. And you can channel too. So we got two people here that can channel, and one person that tells everybody that they can channel and they don't. But they've been abducted too, but they haven't been. Okay? Channeling is the practice of connecting with higher beings' energies or realms to receive wisdom, insight, and messages. We each carry this innate ability for contact within us, serving as a conduit for a divine or extraterrestrial communication. To channel is to make yourself a vessel, allowing higher frequencies to flow through you and energies, and it requires surrender and great trust. This card comes when it's your time. You're being called to attune with yourself. Learn about subtle energies around you so that you may channel the messages they have to give you. Channeling for some people does look like this, and for others, it looks different. It's like meditation. People get so stuck on you have to be doing this, be in this energy to meditate. You know what? My best meditation that I go through, I love to walking. And I love working in my yard. I love skiing. I love camping. I love doing, those things. Those things that's how I meditate for me. It's personal. This is how you receive your cosmic messages containing information from your higher soul purpose and your ascended masters, angels, past on loved ones, extraterrestrial beings. Okay? They're all trying to encourage you to explore your channeling abilities and to trust that you're being supported by a higher loving force. Always remember, when channeling, to only invite those who have the best interest of all involved. Only open yourself up to the divine guidance. And trust these messages as they come through you, because they are coming from higher realms. And remember, you have to be a clear and pure channel for this cosmic wisdom to come through you. And then we have abduction and astral travel. Venture beyond the physical. Astral travel, often referred to as an out-of-body experience, involves projecting your consciousness beyond the physical body and exploring different realms, dimensions, or locations on Earth. This experience allows one to access higher planes of existence to gain insight from beyond the physical world. You're being called to embrace your astral form to connect with extra dimensional beings. Opening this gateway is key to receiving insight and wisdom from other beings. Sometimes the messages out there, and we cannot wait. We can't wait for them to come to us. Seize this moment in your higher vibration and explore the astral plane, searching for answers to fulfill your mission. However, be careful and know how to protect yourself before taking flight. Don't be going out there all unprotected, collective. You will catch entities, spiritual STIs. Okay? This is more than your physical body. You want your astral form to be protected and safe when you're in flight at night. Okay? You can get good enough that you can traverse back and forth with time. But I'm telling you, someone got caught because they didn't know what they were doing. And they were doing it for the wrong reasons. Okay? Abduction. Let's go to this. Unexpected encounters. An abduction refers to an experience where an individual claims to have been taken by an extraterrestrial being, often against their own will. These experiences can have profound impact on the individual involved, causing either lifelong fear or spiritual awakening. You're being called to confront and understand an unexpected or invasive experience. Examine how this event has affected your personal growth. Will it cause a lifetime of fear or will it contribute to your higher calling? This these aspects can be deeply uncomfortable, but the evaluation of them shapes our perspective and personal journey. What can we learn from these experiences? So, somebody is confronting and they're trying to integrate this unwanted contact. They're seeking to understand and grow from this transformation of this encounter, trying to embrace what happened to them, Somebody had a very unsettling experience, okay? Yep, someone had a very, and they've been stuck in this. This is like a loop. I keep hearing loop de loop. This is like it keeps playing because you weren't sure. Somebody wasn't sure that this happened to them, but you're learning to channel. Whoever I'm talking to, too, um, when you're channeling, you're also getting downloads. Okay, channeling and downloads are two different things. And the gossip is going to be in reverse, guys. There's been so much gossip going on. It's crazy. My left ear for probably 3 days straight. You people don't know when to stop. You started the hate train again for absolutely no reason because you're in cover your ass time. Because you people did a lot of really bad things. Just so you know, this gossip is going to come back and bite you all in the ass. You're going to get to understand what it feels to be gossip, humiliated, shamed, blamed for things you didn't do, stories told about you that are not true, people that won't want to be around you anymore because they find out who you little gossiping, little mean girls truly are. You're adult women acting as gossiping little mean girls. Seriously? Grow up. Grow up. It's disgusting. All right, one last deck and we're done. What time is it? It's 11. Okay. Because I have been having downloads. I saw it the last couple times. It's been coming out in this very deck. Um, I brought it up one time. And let go for a while. And then here we go with the gossiping again. You girls are in so much trouble. Anyways, it's back again. Well, I thought it was. So we'll see if it comes out. And when it does, I'll tell you what the download is. When the time's right, when it's supposed to pop out. I have to get the downloads so many times and then see them when they come out in certain cards. And once they do, some downloads aren't meant to come out that way, but some are. We have mature woman exposed and false person exposed. Bottom of the deck. Sudden wealth they stole. Top of the deck. Message of concern for both of them. Okay. Somebody could have red hair. Somebody could be a water sign feminine, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We also could have some fire sign feminines here, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay. Some of you, we have air sign feminines, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Put it where it goes. There is no earth sign energy here right now, though. No earth sign energy right now. All right. Tell us about these buffoons. I keep hearing somebody knows somebody in this group that's like all, I keep hearing, I don't use this word, but somebody's roided out. Like, they're really buff. They go to the gym. They take steroids, they're roided out. Maybe one of these girls, I'm thinking it's this one that dates the roid. We'll just call him the roid. Maybe she just bangs the roid. I don't know. Something going on here. There's something going. Oh, these the roid and these two are going to jail. Look at that. Jail time, baby. Yeah. Somebody could have a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old. Somebody could be 29. Somebody could be 68. Somebody could have a grandmother that's 98. Woo! Somebody could have just had a grandmother that passed on. Somebody's going to die in prison. That's how much time they're getting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So feminines, we got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You're all karmics. Going to jail. Some of you will die in jail. Yeah. Yep. You're going to find out. You'll be going back to court, or you've already gone to court. Somebody might be 30. Somebody might have a 30-year-old. Someone might have a 29-year-old. Someone might have a 19-year-old. Someone might be 30. Someone might be 29. Someone might be 19. Someone might have a 1-year-old. Someone might have a 7-year-old. Okay? Main male. Maybe this is the roid. The roid. The main male. Somebody's been stealing someone's mail. On those of you that think that's so funny. Funny, 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 funny. Spend a lot of time over at that park, Vivian. You know what park I'm talking about, right? So do the cops. Anyway, all of you that continue doing mail theft, and you're going to be in so much trouble. How are you going to explain to the judge that's upright? How come that person never was notified once of going to court? I've never been notified once. Not one time have I ever been notified of anything with court. Nothing. Nothing. Not one time. Not one shred of paper. And there's no point trying to call and find anything out because they make sure that if you do, they'll lie and tell you there's nothing there. Because I've done that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they make sure your mail is stolen, so you'll never find out. They don't care. Then they got people inside the courthouse. Hire your neighbors. Whatever they need to do. I've had my mail rerouted so many times. Can't believe how much mail I don't get and neither one of my kids get. A bunch of other ones of you get it. Yeah, it's federal. You will be going down for that. These people worked really hard at this plan for you. Yeah. They were expecting a big old payout. Yes, they were. They're going to be in poverty now. Yep. Yep. Because they had to take from you. They couldn't share with you. They wouldn't give you one stinking cent. Look at this judge. It's like, are you shitting me? We're back with this bullshit again in front of me? Yeah, this is the end. Some of you, these two buffoons here, these mental midgets, these sewer maidens here that went into court against you. Some of you, they said you were dead. They couldn't get rid of you, so they had to do a fake death certificate, okay? Because they have these insurance policies that they need the money out on. They've taken loans out on them, but they can't take any more loans out of them, so they need you to expire. So, yeah. For some of you, they said you expired. Mm-hmm. That's why they need you in isolation so bad. I mean, they worked real hard every angle. Yeah. So if somebody's expecting, was expecting, excuse me, to get some money. But somebody's been taking all your mail, collective. There's going to be an official person that was a part of this, has some kind of a military connection. Okay. He's done. He's going to be in poverty. He's going to lose everything. He's a greedy asshole. Okay. He and some mature man. Yeah, he and some mature man here. Man, they toiled and labored to get this bullshit done to you. They didn't care one bit about you, collective. Not one bit. Nope. Somebody even took a journey recently. Somebody yesterday got on a plane to go somewhere for somebody in the collective. Someone yesterday got on a plane to go somewhere. And I do know, because I've been picking up the robbery energy, the home invasion energy, and the kidnapping bullshit again, messing with people's vehicles again, okay? Going in people's houses without being invited in, taking things out of people's houses. But this is not going to work out well. But somebody specifically has taken a journey to get rid of somebody. Okay? There's some man that is upset, which I think it's his main male. He has something to do with it. And you're worth a lot of money, collective. So somebody has told somebody that they've taken too long to get this done, and it better get done. So somebody said somebody yesterday I picked up on got on a plane, and somebody today got on a train. But it's going to be dead end for both of them. Okay? So I'm not going to give you much more, or I'll be helping them out too much. Okay? And I don't want to do that. So now, look, message of concern. Here's the person that says, take care of it. Bring him or her to me. We have a court date. We just went through one and got our asses kicked. We got another one, but we need this person to disappear by the time this next one comes around. This one, they're told, you're done. You're going to come back because he has brain damage from these people now in their lives. Okay? He lost brain cells this day. So he's got to recover. Some are going to go to jail. Some won't be getting out of jail. Okay? And then some of you relied on and said you were dead. And some of these people are going to get life. They're going to get life in prison. They will die in jail. Some of these people. But anyway, you don't care. We don't care. They do have another date to come back because everything, they get their sentences. I mean, what's going to happen? Concrete, it's done, but now they're going to get their sentencing. And these people have to sit in jail until this next court date comes around. So he has gone ahead. This main mill took off yesterday. Somebody took off today. Because there's a main female here, collective. Okay? See this main female? She just received a message of concern. She's grasping at her pearls. Whatever. Because she knows it's over now. This could be a matriarch figure of some sort. It could be a mother, a grandmother, a great grandmother, an aunt, okay, a sister, cousin, okay. Could be a lawyer, female lawyer, but It's a a female, excuse me, of some sort. Um, she's done really well to keep her hand out of it. Okay, to not look like she's a part of this. These two, they got right in the middle of all that. So this main male. Okay, he left yesterday. I mean, he left today or yesterday. I can't. Yeah, he left today. Somebody else different left on a plane yesterday. But whoever's being sent from whatever direction or directions, because he realizes he has to have when it comes to you, collective, you just keep getting away. Okay? So he can't just have one, he can't have plan A. He has to have with you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, literally. Okay? So he's got someone coming by plane, someone coming by train. Okay? Because they know that you're going to expect anybody that they would bring around you, that lives around you, or that you would maybe know from someone else, because they've already tried this with you. They've tried everything. You catch on. So, anyways, they need this done by whatever they need done, they need it done before this court date. Because they think somehow by getting rid of you or bringing you to him, whatever this is about, it's going to stop this. It's not. It's not going to change a damn thing. It's going to make everything worse for everyone. Everyone. Especially the sewer maidens here that are involved in Mr. Main Male that's already taken off. I mean, he's a part of it too. He thinks he's going to smooth you. No, these people are not held in high honor. Nope, they are not. They're not seen in high honor at all to this judge. In the distant horizons, okay, there's going to be news about a child. What's this news about? Spirit. Somebody could have been 18 when something was supposed to be given to them through the courts. A gift. Some of you, when you were 18 as a child, and some of you, you were just a little girl, and something was left to you as a gift. For some of you, it's more than one gift, but yeah, these people decided that they wanted it instead of you having it. Yeah, message of concern. Now, this main female, she's getting a message of concern. Nobody wants to show up though for any more little family meetings. Nope. There's a change. There's going to be a pathway lit up for this divine feminine instead. Okay? This is a divine feminine that they did this to. Okay? This divine feminine is a hard worker. There's somebody here that likes to sew. Okay? Someone likes to sew. Okay? They didn't mind when you toiled and labored away, divine feminine, and was killing yourself. As these people here plotted and planned all this other crap to help to get away with taking this from you. This is family bullshit. Someone died in your family, or multiple people died in your family, and you were left something from each one. And these people were like, well, we don't like her. We're going to take it. Child's play. Yep, there's a couple, married couple too. In your family. Or somebody that you know. But while, like I said, you're busy toiling and laboring away, they go get a fake ass marriage. That's these two here at court that are going to be brought to their knees. They're going to jail. This couple's going to jail too. Okay? This must be the droid man. Must be the droid man. I heard three's a crowd too. Oh, three's a crowd. Mature man, he's stuck too. He doesn't want anything to change. He's stuck too. This mature man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. He's stuck in this too with all of them. Mm-hmm. There's a wealthy man. Tell us more about this mature man. Hmm. He helped steal a house from you. So he's either a judge, a lawyer. Some of you, there's a family doctor of some sort here that lied on you, so that helps they get power of attorney over you. But you, like me, no one ever spoke to you, right? To be able to make this determination over your psyche, your mental health. Not once did anybody talk to you, have any sessions with you, but they more than happy were able to take statements and talk to people that were paid to lie about you. That was no problem, right? Yeah, that's who this person is, this prick. He's a prick. Yeah, yep. And some of you, this was a judge that helped pull this off. And hired the doctor or paid the doctor to do this, whatever. But anyway, it happened. It happened. It's crazy. It happened. Oh boy. There's a whole community of people. I mean, there's an this is a courtship. So you got a marriage, you got a courtship. They're involved in still in everybody was gonna get a piece of this house, but you. I guess they were gonna steal it and then sell it and divide it up, whatever they sold it for. And there's all these different people here that, yep, they were all promised a piece of it, but not you, collective, not you. Half of these people are not your blood. Nope, not at all. Wealthy man. He's definitely part of this courtship right here. He's stuck in this courtship, but there's no love involved. And so bad, so sad for you guys, right? You did all of this to go to jail. That's where you're headed. You're all going to jail. Everybody here involved. It's just a matter of when they get to you. You guys will be in jail, toiling and laboring, just like you wanted the collective to do. Won't that be fun for you guys? Yep, yep, yep. And you're going to drag a whole community down too. Wait till the community comes after you people. Because this was all for a great fortune that was not yours. This was the collective. So yeah, that's what these people did to you, collective. Nice of them, right? Jeez. Someone's name is Nicole. Okay. Someone's name is Nicole. Crazy. Yeah, that was a lot, right? Like, it's been a while though since I've been on, so I was very happy to be able to get on. I'm gonna give you guys just a few names. Okay. All right. Someone's name is Nico. 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 Somebody's a Cancer. Someone's name is Cindy. Someone's from Huntington Beach, California. Got Chris with the K. Gabby. Owen or Owens. Debbie. Deborah. Candace. Last name Clements. Chad. Someone went to Berkeley. Yeah, someone went to Berkeley. Oh, bottom. Nicholas. Conan. Then we got one that fell on the ground. Hold on. Chica. Chica. Ooh, there's quite a few names right there. All right. Spirits, get a couple messages too. Oh, we're gonna turn it into this. It'll be a 2-hour video. Holy shit! Yeah. Okay. That's enough. All right. Someone's name is Dottie. Someone's name is Dakota. I keep hearing Lakota. Isn't that Indian tribe? Lakota. That's for somebody. Lakota. Lakota. Then I keep hearing Ottawa, Canada. Cheyenne. Someone's name is Edith. We got Reese. Chris. Charles. Corey. Fox. Croy. Kennedy. I believe I said Clements. I'm hearing Clements again. Brace. Destiny. Bellamy. The Krega. Tobias. Somebody has no communication skills. It's in my name deck. It's wrong. We got Sam. Someone's name is Summer. And Blaine. Ashton. Jerome. Someone calls someone Dollface. Rebecca. Kenneth. Warren. Rick. Cliff. Kyle. Harry. Someone likes Harry Potter too. Yeah, someone likes Harry Potter. Robert. And someone's a grandma or grandpa. Cat. Justin. Dina. And we have Sanderson. Okay. All right, spirits, get some messages too. Okay. All right. Someone likes Aerosmith. That's so weird. This card just came up. Abortion. Someone had an abortion. Somebody is a so certain cults, certain covens, very powerful churches, spiritual groups, societies around the world have call him a magician. Very high powering magician, knows magic on a very dark. They've taken an oath with the dark side. Anyways, there's only, I think, this guy that has been doing a documentary on this that I was watching. I think there's only 10 in the world that their job is abortion. They travel around, they get paid lots of money. So like their society will give them, they'll have a bank account, their own bank account. And then the group, the organization, the church, the cult, the coven, the society, whatever, has an account as well. So say like their checking account has $500 in it. Their account that is used for the society and whatever that is their purposes, that would have like 5 million in it. Okay? But they can only use it when it pertains to when they go to do things for what the purpose is. These high, I call them high magicians. Like I said, I believe there's only like at this level 10 of them around the world. And they travel around and they do X amount of abortions for these societies, these groups, for the rituals, for them to manifest, to gain wealth and abundance and prosperity. Okay, that's their job. That's what they do. This one, that this guy was interviewing, um, he'd done up around 150 abortions. He now has not a part of what he was. Um, he got out, and they have three ways that you get out, but he did get out. He is now going and traveling all over the world and speaking of his story, and he talks very openly about it. I mean, he worked for the Illuminati, um, so and he worked for the largest, was a part of the largest satanic church out there. Um, and I'm not going to say any more names, but anyways, very interesting story, because from the time he was a child, I mean, his father was a Marine. It's the craziest story, his whole childhood too. But he wanted to be this. He wanted to be this. He wanted to be in the world's largest, biggest cult coven, the darkest thing that you could ever do. And he did. He managed it. He accomplished it. He did it all. And it's kind of hard to watch this video of him, because this guy's doing a documentary on this stuff, so that people that aren't a part of this world can understand it, so they can get a better grasp on this stuff out here. And anyway, it's hard to watch, because just like thinking about how he just pull up, roll up, do his job, and leave like it was no big deal. Like, seriously? And he explains what they do with them. And like, I cried. It was very hard. I cried. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I can't believe people do this. I cannot believe people do this. But anyways, they do. So anyways, the abortion card came up. That's what hit me. That's what made me think about that. And yeah. Anyway, move on. But maybe somebody out here is one of these types of individuals, and this is what they do for their, group. So you have women that's all they do. Some of these women do several of these, and they're willing to do it. They pull up to a place and they walk in and they do multiples of them, because they need these for giant ritualistic purposes and different things. So I don't even want to get into it, but anyway, yeah, crazy, crazy. And it sounds so crazy. Most people wouldn't. The normal person would go, yeah, no, but no, it's a true story. Very, very true. So, and the person that interviews him does all kinds of interviews and things, and he's in complete disbelief too, as he's listening to all this, just going, Jesus Christ, you gotta be kidding me. Bipolar again. Someone's a cowboy. Someone's a cowboy. I gotta put up that song. Glenn Campbell, I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Someone drives a Ford truck. Okay. Someone is from Santorini. That's Greece. And we have someone on meth. Okay. One more round, and then that's enough cards. That should be enough. All right, that's enough, and then we're done. Okay. See you later, alligator. And then we have LLC fraud in your name. I know that's happened to me. So we also have wire frauds. We got LLC fraud and we have wire fraud. Corinth, Greece. We got Santorini and Corinth. Someone's scared now. Go your own way. Someone's a green beret. that loves plastic fantastics, triangulation, entrapment, propaganda, and doxing. Plastic fantastic out here doing this to probably a divine feminine. This is a sewer maiden, giant blow up doll. Somebody is seeing a speech therapist, or somebody is a speech therapist, an uncle. The name Lee Santorini. Someone's German. Someone's from Germany. Be on the lookout. Captain Obvious. Listen to spirit now. End of a tough cycle. Someone's turning tricks out here. We got someone turning tricks. Somebody's got tremors. Someone's got arthritis. Someone's from Cottonwood Heights, Utah. Turning tricks. Bountiful, Utah. Turning tricks. Cowards. Cowards. Somebody's from the Caribbean. Wants to frame you and trap you. Someone's listening to your conversations. And somebody has been poisoning food and drinks, okay? Wanting to slowly kill you. Secretly watching you to mimic you. Lesbian undercover. Kearns, Utah. Deer Valley, Utah. Someone's from Sweden. Hacking your electronic devices. Yep, we know that. Oh, a public defender. Public defender is hacking people's devices. We have a Capricorn that's involved, or the public defender could be a Capricorn. You married a needleback masculine. Got a Tindler swindler. Detroit. Cheating on your wife. Hawaii. Aiding and abetting. The Bronx. Aiding and abetting. Self-love, self-worth. A billionaire. Then that's self-worth, self-love. And then there's going to be a billionaire in handcuffs here soon. Okay? Angel number 852. Your actions will manifest abundance, success, and happiness. We got a storm and a tower coming. Someone in Alaska tricked you and played the victim. Okay? Tricked you and played the victim. Utah. Someone drives a Mini Cooper from Utah. Someone drives a Range Rover from Utah. Someone's last name is Jolly. No words will be required between you two. Florence, Italy. Wanting to settle with you out of court. Is your true blue collective. Someone's a commercial builder. We have Iceland. Concierge. Someone's a concierge. You're feeling empowered. Somebody's moving real soon. Okay. Someone's all about the old sister wives. Now they're in runner energy. They were all about the sister wives before, but now they're in this runner energy. Angel number 26, be tactful. Someone lives at the big, around the Big Apple. Someone needs to watch the movie 13 Lives. Somebody likes Westerns. Check out grittv.com. Lots of Westerns, killer ones on there. Okay? Somebody is from Savoca, Sicily. Savoca, Sicily. got Caitlin, Albert, Charlie, the name Fussell, Duncan, Simon, Plumber. Someone drives a Escalade. The last name Futrell, Franny. Someone's from Compton. Addison. Someone's name is Kaiser. Cottrell. Drew. Cormac. Someone's name is Blake. Darius. Spader. Someone calls someone a bloke. Gibson. Pacheco. Kobe. Oakley. Williams. Park. Crystal. Kaufman. Huntsman. Greg. Priscilla. Felicia. Benson. Brad. Jeffries. Brady. Lucinda. Garrison. Ellison. Drake. Amelia. Ooh, Amelia on 2 different cards. Amelia and Amelia. Double confirmation. Erica. Ari. Linda. You're naturally so beautiful, collective. Someone especially from Romania. Someone likes the song from REM, Losing My Religion. I'll have to put that one up. Got a karmic here. Obsessed with your exes. This karmic is obsessed with your leftovers and your trust fund. Cheer up, though, Buttercup. Someone's getting a new car. You're the bomb, diggity bomb. Madly in love with you, but can't tell you right now. Okay? Someone's from Poland. They need to get over themselves. Someone from Arizona needs to get over themselves. Okay? Someone goes to University of Utah. Run through the raindrops, just don't slide through them. They put themselves in the middle of the giant mess when they testified against you in court. Let it go. Let them go. If the situation or the person is meant to be with you, they will come back to you. Get a new attorney. This one is being paid behind the scenes, collective. The lawyer you're using is being paid behind the scenes to screw things up for you by the office. Okay? St. Augustine, French Alps. Got a casting director, Panama City. We got Captain Obvious and we got Captain Savo. You have the money to not get your hands dirty, but you're pulling the strings behind the scenes. Be careful of the company you're keeping. They are there to keep tabs on you, to report back. You don't realize they're the only one in your life right now that's there to waste your time. They are a professional time waster, paid to do it. Someone's from Australia. What we got? Unable to face the truth. Your angels and ancestors are watching over you. We got a chop shop here. Mommy, dearest, has lost her touch. She's busy talking shit about you, though. Because you're going to have success and abundance no matter what she says about you. We have a Cancer. A Virgo. We got July. Cancer again. Oh, and we have July. Death by deception. Well, guess whose birthday Today we're coming up on my father's July 2nd. And he died on the 23rd of July because it was what? Death by deception. Right, Jerry Bear? Buddy boy Nicholas? Yeah. Right, everybody that got a big old chunk? You all know what it is. Remember, you've been having such a good time. Thought that was the funniest shit ever you pulled, right? How's those nightmares, by the way, you guys? Hamptons. Someone's pregnant. Someone's got a Hartford life insurance policy. Data entry clerk. Someone needs to watch the movie Altered States. Get some answers. Someone needs to quit. There's a Sagittarius here. You need to quit flattering yourself. She didn't trap you. She trapped herself. Fake pregnancy again. So we have a real pregnancy. And then we have someone out here that's fake a pregnancy with someone more than once. And they're doing it again. We have a publicist. Someone's Danish. Somebody has a connection to the moon. We have the name Erickson. Time to grow a pair. Someone drives a Mazda. Quit drinking Kool-Aid. South Carolina. Someone is using magic to create bad health for you collective. Selfish people. Secret lovers. And superficial friends. Oh, yeah, and that AI that you guys are using to steal those of us that have platforms, our content, and try to reproduce us because you're so shitty, you can't do it yourselves. Those of you that you steal our content can't even manage what you steal to do something good with it. So now you guys are trying to use AI with it to make it work. Yeah, it's not working at all. Nope, it's not. It's going to get real bad for you people. We got Bubba. We got Ross. Someone likes Rick Ross. Isn't that his name? With the big old fro dude that does the painting? Jim. Deb. Amber. Amanda. Cliff. Kaiser. I believe I said Kaiser earlier. Blake. Pretty sure I said Blake too. Kiva. Reeves. So we had Reese and Reeves now. Candace. Ruben. Gavin. Someone's last name is Brown. Holt. Brian. Esther. Hugo. Kalama. And someone's really into like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Polo, Michael Kors, just really big, Dooney and Burke, yeah, Givenchy. I mean, somebody's very, very into high-end name brands, and they love Tiffany's. Love Tiffany's and Saks. Romero, Frankie, Calvin, Pollock, Hanson, Marino. There's nothing wrong with liking nice things. But this person, like, they go overboard. It's their identity. It shouldn't be your identity. It's become this person's identity. And this person judges other people that can't afford these super duper nice things like this person can as just looks down upon them. And that's not okay. Not okay at all. Okay, we're almost done. Aquarius, stalking, cyber stalking. Someone works fast food. Someone is going insane. We have a travel advisor. Many people want to see you fall, collective. Someone's about to deliver a low blow to you. A fitness trainer is about to deliver a low blow. A middle school teacher. We got New Jersey, Kimberly, Wisconsin. Federal illegal cover up going on. Federal illegal cover up going on. Somebody that's a part of this has the Chinese zodiac sign of the ox. Somebody that's a part of this owns a strip club. Somebody that's a part of this owns a gentleman's club. And someone works at a whorehouse. And we have an asexual. Witch doctor, too. Gone wrong. Losing everything. Emperor, Empress, energy. Guardsman for the military. Lehigh, Utah. Somebody needs to watch the show Breaking Bad, or the TV series. I mean, TV show. Somebody, I'll have to put this song on, like Freddie Fender, Wasted Days and Nights. Somebody needs to watch the movie Body Double. And we have somebody out here's a rainbow child. Okay. Last of the names, and then I'll let you guys go for the night. We got Bowers, Donovan, Damon. I keep hearing Alto and Aldo, Stilson, Sullivan. I said Darren earlier, Megan, and we may have had Darren on a different card, but it was Darin, and this is Darren. Adair, Kristen, Mere, Turner, Harrison, and we have Archibald. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was so good to get on here and spend a whole bunch of time with you guys. We went for a very long time. Got a lot of good info out there. So, anyways, so good to be back on and see you guys. It's a pleasure always to work with you, get the messages out to you, and I send you guys much love and light. And I will. Let's see. I'll be able to get on tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the other side. Sweet dreams. Good night.